What it do, what it be, what it is. It's your boy LV, aka Sturdy Verty, and I'm back at you with the Sturdy Verty podcast. Hey y'all, this is episode 7. Another day, another way, baby. We woke up this morning with breath in our lungs and another day to make a change. And today, I brought a guest that has a strong footprint in the fitness industry. A OG footprint in the fitness industry, if you ask me. I would like to coin this man as muscle building, confidence, longevity coaching, and just proving that age isn't just a limitation. However, age is something that you can grow through, progress through, and evolve through. I would like to bring to you Mr. Don Burch. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Appreciate that opening, man.
Man, I appreciate you, brother.
Definitely.
Appreciate you for pulling up this morning.
Definitely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's morning if y'all didn't know. Yeah, we waking up and we getting to it. We getting to it. Yeah, man.
Yep.
So how was the drive here, man? How was the transition? How was everything?
Well, it's kind of surreal, man. As most folks probably trying to figure out, I am of age.
Yeah.
It's surreal because back in '94, probably before you was born, possibly, I worked in this building.
Amazing.
No doubt. I was 18, 19. I was probably a little older than that, about 20. I was working for a financial firm. And it just brought back memories coming here.
That's cool.
And it was like a pinnacle of my life where I was in that stage of being a teenager, becoming an adult man, went to school in Iowa football, got in trouble, came home, was working. And then, that circle of meet your female and she got pregnant.
Oh, yeah.
So
okay.
that was that transition. And then I was ready to go to Grambling.
Okay.
And so I went to Grambling and came back home and got a job here. So this was like this point of transitioning from I'm doing whatever to getting a job and starting a family. So this does bring back memories of my life here.
Now that's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah, it is.
So this like a full circle moment.
It's a
in sense.
reunion,
Like
man.
it's like a reunion. That's cool.
Absolutely.
Well, hey, episode 7 was a reunion episode.
Yeah.
Man, I love this. All right, brother. So for those who don't know who Don Burch is, am I pronouncing your last name right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
For those who don't know who you are, let's give them a breakdown of who you are outside of the fitness industry.
Okay, outside of the fitness industry, I'm a Don Burch, father, grandfather. I have 2 grandsons.
Okay.
7 and 5. I may be wrong with those ages. Alex and Amon. Have a son.
Shout out Alex and Amon.
Absolutely. Have a son. He's DeAndre. He's 30. His daughter, 26. Wife, Iris. Been married. Start on Monday. It'd be 29 years. So that's appreciate that.
Big hand
29
clap.
years of
Big
marriage.
hand clap. 29 years. Let's go.
Absolutely. So that's who I am. Also, I am an IT guy. So what I do, my bread and butter, I work for Baylor Scott & White. I'm in medical device integration. So I hold down a full-time job. I've been in IT since 96.
Let's go.
Right.
Let's
It started
go.
here, though. It started here, man.
Yeah. Now that's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, man. So what inspired the creation of OG Fit Club?
Well, I don't know if you have enough time, but it kind of started because I've been in fitness for a minute. We can talk about that later, but I was leaving the gym. Had my tank on. I carry a little muscle.
Yeah.
And
You hear that? He's so humble.
and
He's so humble.
muscle brings confidence. So,
Yeah.
I walk with confidence.
Yes,
walk
yes,
with
sir.
My structure up because you put in the time and you see the results. It helps. And I was leaving the gym, good workout. Young guy came past me. I had to be about 20 years old. I'm flexing, walking through, give him the head nod. He said, "OG, looking good." I said, "OG, what you mean by OG?" In my mind.
Yeah.
I just gave him a head nod, kept walking. I went home and told wife, I said, "Hey, wife, John Duke called me OG." I felt kind of, in myself, I was like, "Hey, I ain't know." And then she's like, "No, he was recognizing who you are and what you have accomplished. He was respecting. He looked at me and saw, wow, this is somebody I can aim to be like when he come my age." So I realized what OG means that you can listen to rap music and figure out it means original gangster. But for me, it means that I'm part of the original crews of guys that's working out and representing the older men, older generations of men that younger guys can look to and be inspired by and look forward to progressing to that age.
Man.
Yeah.
Some,
that's where it came from, OG Fit Club.
Oh, man, listen, and me aspiring to be, one day your age, because, I mean, that's the goal is to...
It's going to happen.
Is to eventually get there, right?
It's going to happen.
Let's at least hope we get there, right? Me walking and bumping into you at the gym, it was the same way for me. I felt that same motivation, that same inspiration to keep going.
Yep.
Even what's powerful to me and what I love about your journey and what OG represents is, from my eyes, seeing that. That's more motivation and inspiration for me to, once again, pursue to be that.
Absolutely.
That lets you know that when you turn 50 plus, 60 plus, whatever that is, it doesn't have to look decrepit. It doesn't have to look old. It doesn't have to look immobile. It doesn't have to look that way. It can be strong. It can be confident.
Yes.
It can be OG.
Yeah, I believe
you
that.
know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And man, I love that. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I love that, brother. So having you on this episode is, bruh, it's real heartwarming for me.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that because that's what absolutely fuels me when I communicate to younger men in gyms, men that are at stages where I used to be.
Yes, sir.
And see them in the gym and have conversations like we're having here today. For me, that's fuel to realize that there is something to give. Sometimes we go through life and we get through this repetition and we get through this, life that we have, homework, gym. You kind of get in this phase or in this hypnotic state. But to hear somebody say, "Hey, man, you looking good," or "Hey, man, you inspired me," "Hey, OG, you doing good," or vice versa, that fuels me, man. To hear you talk about this way, it lets me know there's more to give. And there's other people and people watching, and so you're doing something.
Man, what you said was powerful, brother. Because like I had a moment like that last night. At my wife's book signing. Shout out to my wife, Michelle Raspberry.
Book signing.
We had our book we had her book signing event last night, man, and she sold a good number of books.
Awesome.
And I appreciate everyone that showed up. However, I bumped into a few of my colleagues and friends there, and they were giving me those same accolades. And sometimes you can feel like you're just spinning your wheels and you're not going anywhere sometimes. But a lot of times when someone can come in and say, "Hey, you doing the podcast, you in the gym working out, the things that you're doing are motivating me to get off the couch, to move my body, and doing what I said I was going to do." Because he said, "I remember when you told me you were going to do this. And now me seeing you do this made me get up and keep my word to myself." And that was powerful to me because the moment that I felt like I wasn't doing enough, that let me know that I was.
Absolutely.
That moment right there let me know that I was. And I was like, yo, I got to keep going.
I almost want to go to the gym right then.
Yeah, like, right. I'm telling you, like.
Time to work, right?
Yeah, man, it's time to work.
Yeah.
So, brother, man.
Yes, sir.
That was powerful, man. I really appreciate it. I received it, and I thank you for saying it. If you receive it from me, I'd receive it too.
It right now.
Right.
Absolutely.
Okay, so was there a specific moment in life for you where you felt where you can key and recognize that fitness changed your life?
Okay.
What moment was that for you?
Every day.
Every day.
There's no specific. I probably can pull. Some specific times where it was fitness was significant, but to me, every day is significant. If I want to point out a particular time, we can talk about one meal a day.
You eat one meal a day?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I got my internet fame from, and I'm glad.
Okay.
I'm glad you didn't know that. That means that I'm moving from that stage because and this is for the internet influencers. Once you are known for something, hopefully you love that thing. Because that's what people want from you. And I learned that from another guy. I don't want to mention his name, but he's a pretty good influencer. He's like, hey, Don, OG, if you want to be known as a 1 meal a day guy, you can stick with it, but can you keep that going for the remainder of, online?
Right.
And they resonated to me. But to answer your question, I was 49 years old. That had to be in 2022, I think. I was going through that stage of what I call gym fat, hitting the gyms, doing all the things you normally do, work out, lift weights, but I was still fat in my eyes, and I was carrying weight. And I knew health-wise, going to the doctor, start saying that you're getting close to being pre-diabetic, all the other numbers, just an age process where you start, like, I'm getting old, and I better do something now before old gets hold of me. And you're talking about somebody who goes to the gym. I was going to the gym 6 days a week. I was not eating properly. That was a problem. And I was also consuming too much alcohol. So I was doing everything in the gym, but also counteracting that with my food and my lifestyle. And I knew then, it was beginning of the year, of course, I had to make a change. And I was online watching some things online, and I saw somebody talk about fasting, how healthy it is, how it can help your body. I was like, let me try that. I've done, intermittent fasting. I've done all the things to kind of play with that. But I decided that 1 meal a day is something I've never done before. Let me just jump on it. So I started in January. I was about 250, doing 1 meal a day. Now, you have to understand 1 meal a day is not me saying I'm just eating one meal like protein, vegetables, and carbs. It was 3 meals all at one time. So my protocol was to eat at 6 p.m. every day and still continue the same lifestyle. So I went from 250 and around about in March, I was down to about 225, 220. Lost a lot of weight, decided to post it online on Instagram, started getting a lot of traction. I started off with 1,000 followers because I had something before Instagram, which was for family and lifestyle. I was posting videos. I was doing things I normally do. Started posting 1 meal a day. I went from 1,000 followers to 100,000 by 3 months.
Did y'all hear that?
In 3 months.
Did y'all hear that?
Yeah. It was mind blowing. It was, you kind of feel yourself like, I'm doing something.
Yeah.
I'm finally being recognized.
Yeah.
Somebody finally seeing this OG, right? And so from that, people start wanting to know about what am I doing, 1 meal a day. And that's one of the significant points. That's to answer your question. That changed not only my perspective of fitness, it changed my way of nutrition, realizing that food is important, is almost more important than fitness. It's a marriage, right? It's the way it's a harmony. If one side of the marriage is not working, it's not going to be a good union. So if your fitness is on point, but your nutrition is off, it's going to be a conflict and vice versa. So that's what I've learned, and that's what's the pinnacle point of me getting known as well as understanding my body over 50. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's some good information.
Yeah.
1 meal a day.
Yeah.
That's different.
Very.
There are some people out there that would argue against it. We obviously know that, but it's different strokes for different folks, right?
Absolutely.
And I like the fact that you brought that to the table, that eating 1 meal a day was beneficial to you.
Absolutely.
So that's something that I always kind of gravitated to, because to me it just makes sense, because me personally, the way my life works and like my body type, I don't really feel, not even my body type, it's just, I guess I would say, like on a day-to-day routine, eating 3, 4, 5, 6 meals a day, with me, I don't feel like I have to do that.
I understand.
Because to me, I feel like that's me forcing.
Yeah.
Eating 1 meal a day for me actually works.
Yeah.
Like that actually works for me.
Definitely.
So I tried it for a while myself. My meal time was 12 p.m. So I tried to eat when the sun was the highest in the sky. But that would be after that 12 p.m. meal, then I would fast until
next day,
12 p.m.
Yeah. Works.
And it works.
It works.
Energy was fine.
Absolutely.
So.
And there's a lot of healing comes with that. A lot of GI healing, a lot of sales restoration.
I want to say, elaborate on that.
All those things. I'm not going to be a doctor, because I'm not a doctor. But I just know that the cell healing process, you're giving your body just time to process and rebuild, and things start kicking in naturally for your body because it's not consuming. So your body has to go into itself and to restore, which means restore cells, heal broken cells in your body. GI tract gets time to heal up and digest what's in there, and then you're teaching your body how to burn fat, how to utilize stored energy for energy. Especially if you're working out while you're fasting, as we know.
Yeah,
by
yes,
working
sir.
out while you're fasting, you're training your body. Okay, let me tap into what we have here, which is stored fat as well as muscle. But ultimately, 1 meal a day, 5 meals a day. It's for the men that's listening out there. Both work.
Right.
Both ultimately will work. We can start talking about consuming calories in, calories out. All that makes sense, and all that is proven to work because bodybuilders are just as ripped as somebody who's fasting. Nutrition and fitness and working out is all tools. You just got to understand what tool works for you at your lifestyle, at your stage. So that's what I'm telling guys out there who's listening, trying to figure out what's better, which one is better. 1 meal a day, 5 meals a day, 6 meals a day, 48-hour fast. All that will work, but it has to work for you.
Right.
For
Which
your
one? Which one
lifestyle,
do you resonate with?
what's
right.
going on, what works for your body, and ultimately, it comes down to what can you do. All that's cool, but what can I do? What can you do? 1 meal a day is working for you, 12 p.m. That works because you maybe have a busy schedule.
Right.
You may got back-to-back coaching sessions. You can't be having 4 or 5 meals carrying around with you.
Right.
But somebody who is home, work from home, maybe you could break your meals down. You have a different appetite. So there's different ways you can look at those tools, which is fitness and nutrition, and apply it to your lifestyle so you can be successful.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Absolutely. Man, and I wholeheartily agree with that. And I do appreciate you dropping those nuggets as far as when it comes to fasting and the benefits of fasting. Because a lot of times our stomachs are constantly working. Are constantly working because we're steady consuming food all day, every day, snacking. Not even giving our body and our time, our stomachs time to process, break down, and even start the healing process. There's a lot of healing that comes with that.
Absolutely.
And me and my wife, every quarter, we go on a 3-day fast, no food.
That's powerful.
And is it hard? Yes. But what I can say, it is so worth it. The reason why I agree that it's worth it, me going through it, after that 3rd day of fasting, after 72 hours, I was burning fat like crazy. Even I was still working out. I was still doing cardio. I was still doing things. I was burning so many calories. And my mental clarity, mental fog was absolutely gone.
On point, yeah.
Man, it was like I was just receiving downloads. It's like questions that I just needed an answer to. They were just, I was just getting them. It's like everything was just firing like this.
Yeah.
And that all came from just fasting, breaking everything down to where it's like you start to understand the relationship that you actually have with food. Sometimes that relationship is very unhealthy.
Yeah.
We have a very unhealthy relationship with food.
True that.
Shout out to Brother Shaw, because that's one thing he put on my mind.
Right.
And also shout out Alkaline Hour. Is that we have an unhealthy relationship with food.
Absolutely.
Just grabbing things and just going at it because it feels good. A lot of times we just because it feels good.
Habit.
Just habit.
It's more than likely, from my experiences, we do it definitely, and I agree, have a bad relationship with food.
Yes, sir.
And, we can go deep into the mindset and talk about why. It comes from my perspective is upbringing.
Right.
You learn, I'm from this area.
That's just traditions passed down, man. Just
get you some chicken,
Yeah.
throw something, quick eats, and you learn those habits, and those habits are tied to our emotions.
yes, sir.
So if you're looking for an emotional fix, you're going to go to food. You had a bad day at work. What happens? You go grab some food.
Oh man, instantly.
You're feeling emotional, or you're celebrating somebody's book signing. You got to have some chicken wings, right? You got to have some cake. All that comes with, food is so much tied to how we live. It definitely is, how can I say, it's emotional triggers. So for me and for men out there, we have to watch that and be aware. And and back to what you did and your wife done, I guarantee after 3 days, not only you felt better internally, but I bet your mind game and your confidence level in yourself, your belief system was like boom.
It was next level.
Right. Let me write a book now. Right.
because for the honestly, I didn't want to do it.
Never do.
I didn't want to do it.
wanna
This
do
was
what's
this
hard.
was my wife's idea.
Right.
Like she wanted to do this. She was so gung ho about it. I was
Yeah.
like, man, I don't want to do that mess.
Yeah.
Shoot, like I'm
good.
trying to eat. Like,
I'm good.
but after going that 3 days, it just lets you understand that, hey, I control this. I control this.
Yes.
In this.
Absolutely.
This is mine, and you're gonna do what I ask you to do. And that was a confidence booster for me. Because going 3 days, depriving yourself 3 days, because the flesh gets very mean,
Yes.
gets very angry when it's asking for something, and you're going against it.
Yep. Totally agree.
And it becomes a spiritual battle,
yes.
which is fitness too.
Yes.
That was a whole internal battle. Literally, my day 3, I was a mean person. I was a mean person, but I had to go within myself and control my urges and my emotions. Because I'm just irritated because I'm emotional,
Yes, bro.
because I just want to eat.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's very emotional.
And after coming through and coming out of the fast, my diet. Matter of fact, we had this conversation. I mean, we
believe
were
so.
on a treadmill.
Yeah, I believe so.
We had that conversation to where I was like, my diet was on point because going 3 days without eating, it's like I starved all of those. I starved all of the addictions to certain cravings.
Yes, sir.
Sugars and salts and all of those things that you want to add in your meal just to make it taste better.
Right.
After 3 days of not eating, I just wanted to eat.
Yes.
Like the rice didn't have to have anything in it. The fact that I was eating
And you
was a
can taste
blessing.
the grains, right?
Yeah, the fact that I was just eating, I was like, oh, this is so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So the structure that came behind it was so solid.
Absolutely.
However,
I think-
it is time for another fast because,
I
hey,
think, fasting does.
I'm back eating good.
Fasting, you learn from it, but also you recode your brain,
Yeah.
and that's fasting from anything. Like
That's
you
a
can-
cheat code. Man, you said something.
If you move away from something that you feel is unhealthy or something that's causing you distractions and fast away from it, you telling your subconscious, "Hey, I'm trying to show you something new." So you're reteaching yourself what actually tastes good, or what actually triggers good emotion. It's kind of hard to get past that if you're consistently doing something that becomes unhealthy. So with food, you fast from it. Now you understand, like, this food tastes good. Actually, I don't need all this salt.
Right.
Or I don't need to eat all the time.
Right.
So you recode the way you think and how you look at life. And
Man, you're taking your power back.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
You're taking your power back. You're not letting this control this.
Yes.
Because a lot of times this is on autopilot.
Yes.
It's bad boy here just be like, oh, get your grab some. Then you'll just by default, you're just eating. You're not even thinking. You're just eating.
He's grubbing.
Just grubbing.
Yeah.
Simply because the body was just like, hey, that's what I want.
Right.
So yeah, so fasting helped me get a hold of that. So man, that was a good word right there, man. Fasting is very powerful. Okay, so let's segue real quick.
Okay.
You said that in your 40s, you said in 2022 you were 40, what'd you say, 40?
That's 49.
49.
I may be off with the years.
So with that being said, you're obviously over 50.
Yeah, I'm 53.
53.
Proud and strong.
Proud and strong at 53. Y'all hear that?
Praise, man.
Come on.
I had to save down a little bit for this podcast. It was
Yeah.
rough.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So what was the focus specifically on helping men over 35 plus?
I feel like I know men 35. That's the beginning stage. I call them young G's. Young G's.
Yeah, I just turned 37.
Whereas you still young G.
Yeah, right.
But you're aware. You're like, hey, I'm 37, but year is coming. It's like if you're a Game of Thrones fan, winter's coming.
Yeah,
so
it's
I'm warning all you young G's. Winter is coming.
It's coming.
You're
man.
gonna get old, hands down. And that's in the Bible. We're all gonna age. But to get back to what we're focusing on, the reason what was it? I'm lost my train of
No. You were going. We're there. Helping men over 35
okay.
plus.
I landed on 35 because I feel like that's the age where you establish yourself. You
That
have
was a
career going.
pivotal moment for me.
Absolutely, and you get caught up in life. And fortunate, your business is in the fitness business. But say, for example, if you was a lawyer, right, and you have the same grind that you got, the same grind. I'm grinding out these cases. I'm establishing myself as an important person, a lawyer in my firm. I'm spending 40, 50, 60, 70 hours a week in my craft. Usually for a 35-year-old man or older that has a certain lifestyle, you start neglecting fitness. You start neglecting your body because other things are way more important. I'm starting a family. I have kids now. I got to go to football games, or I got to go to band camp. I have a wife.
Yeah.
We have things that we must do. I have to have date night. Before you know it, you're 40 years old. Your body's been neglected. You're feeling funny. You go to the doctor. Doctor say, hey, you done gained 30 pounds or 40 pounds. You need to lose weight, or your high blood pressure is high. Different things that can happen. And then the light bulb hits in your head that now it's time for me to get into the gym. So I realized that there was no one speaking up and saying certain things to men that are 35 years old or older to wake them up. Because then you're battling to get back into shape. Your belief system is shocked. Like, okay, I don't know if I can now believe in myself to go to the gym consistently. First of all, I got to find time to get to the gym. And now I got to remember, because the gym is totally different to where it was when you was in college. You may have a trainer. You may have fitness people around you. Now you go to the gym, the first thing they do is what? Get on a treadmill. And
that's what they know, brother.
You
that treadmill. But they know that
just
treadmill.
Dropped the bar. You're going to do what you know.
Right.
You're going to spend 30 minutes on a treadmill, probably hit a machine. Different things like that. Not have a plan. Before you know it, you go to the gym, you have a gym membership, but you stop coming to the gym because your belief system in yourself is gone. Your structure is gone. You don't know how to do it, and you don't feel successful. So you're going to lean to what's successful, work, family, in that same circle. Before you know it, you're 45, you're 50, you're gaining more weight, and you're not getting healthy. So I realized that the structure of OG Fit Club is all about men 35 plus, and me being an example and helping them believe in themselves through fitness as tools, nutrition as a tool, rebuilding confidence, and I call it regaining receipts in your life. Because a win a day will help you, keep that self-doubt away from you. Because self-doubt, belief in yourself is what's killing you. They believe that, hey, I can start feeling better. I can start looking better. I can get but I can get into shape. But at some point, self-doubt is telling you, no, you can't. That gut's there. No, you can't. You're too heavy.
And that enemy is strong.
And you mentioned earlier, that fast was hard. Because it's hard because your mind is telling you, you can't do this. So that's what OG Fit Club is all about, helping and inspiring men to start believing in themselves again through fitness. Like I say, one win a day to overcome those self-doubts.
Man, I love that one win a day, man.
Yeah.
I love that one win a day.
Yeah.
That ties into an ideology that I wake up and I say it every day.
I got to get it.
Man, another day, another way.
Yes.
That's another day to change. That's one thing I love about waking up. Is that you have another 24 hours to do something different.
24 hours. Given.
Yeah, man.
Time is the present.
And to add on to that, and what you say is so powerful, if in that 24 hours you can get one win.
Yes.
You can get one. That's all you need. If you can get one, hey, that felt good. that felt good.
Right.
Yeah.
One win. And that's how I know that's how I move, because my lifestyle may not be just like yours, or the way I approach fitness, or the times I go to the gym. All that's, important for each individual. So if I tell you what I do and you're like, that's not possible because you're not living in my shoes. If I tell you I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, I got up at 3 o'clock this morning, went to the gym at 4, worked out at 6:30, got home and had 2 meals already. My day is halfway done. In my mind, those are my wins. And that's how I live. I get up 3, work out, eat. And those are so important for that win for me to establish the beginning of my day, also my lifestyle. So each day I got receipts. I'm stacking receipts. And those receipts are deposited into myself. So I can always pull back and say,
it's compounded.
Pallet.
Yeah.
We stacking receipts.
Yeah.
And what happens, you start believing, you start rebuilding your belief system. So
Yeah.
you have things, you got a receipt bank that you always can go back. I've been doing this for years.
Yeah.
It's building who I am through fitness.
Man. Like, it's funny how that goes full circle. There's a book that I read called there's a book that I read, The Richest Man of Babylon. And In The Richest Man of Babylon, it explains every time you receive some compensation, a paycheck, whatever that is, you save 10% for yourself. And the analogy that it uses is that if you have a crate of eggs and you just take one egg and you deposit it, then next week you take one egg and you deposit it, and you take one egg and you deposit it, eventually that crate is going to be overflowing. What you said was so powerful. It's that same principle. Every day you're stacking a win. Every day you're stacking. Yeah, stacking.
That's it.
Stacking. Confidence is starting to go crazy.
Yeah.
And you start to see it. Because one thing about the physical world that we know is delayed. But it has to happen here first.
Yeah.
It has to happen here first. And then as we stack and keep making those deposits, it starts to form.
Yes, sir.
And we start to see it and we start to feel it. And you start to really believe that. And people like me see that, which plants the seed to do the exact same thing.
That's true.
So, bro, when that light shines bright. And that light attracts.
Okay.
And man, what you're saying, bro, that's key.
Yeah.
Bro, that's key.
That's OG Fickle.
It's
that's
belief.
Life. That's life. That's belief.
Yeah.
And ultimately, you can see the workouts online. You can see me online doing all the
Right.
different things and what I eat. But that's only the tools. But the ultimate goal is that belief system, that true belief system.
Yes, sir.
Because I think that's what's happening now for men over 35. Is their belief system in themselves is slowly getting tricked away, slowly getting ate away because you're not stacking. You stop stacking for
Not
yourself.
making those deposits. Yeah.
You're not making those deposits for yourself. Oh, yeah, you're doing good at your job. But how good is that job for you if you turn around years later at 55 years old and you now need to be, in a possibly wheelchair, you're not mobile,
Yeah.
you can't bend and touch your toes, you can't do stairs, you can't play with your kids,
Yeah.
you can't play with your grandkids, you can't do different things because you skipped out on those receipts. I'm not saying it's too late. Your challenges will be more harder than somebody that's 35,
Right.
but it's possible. But now we have to recognize that we need to stack those receipts now and build because that's constantly decoding how we think.
Yeah.
And rebuilding who we are in our belief system.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's one misconception that you feel in the fitness industry that they have about being over the age
all
of?
misconceptions, man.
Yeah, so they're all misconceptions.
It's all about yourself. I've learned,
okay.
I know the science and people, we're going to get old.
Right.
What's it called? Not hypertrophy, it's the other word. I can't think of how you slowly start losing muscle. I'm not a scientist.
I know what you're talking about. Go ahead.
Hypertrophy or something. Muscle's going to degrade, right? You're going to start getting old. You're going to start getting gray hair. Skin going to get wrinkled. Muscles won't be as hard and flex. That's just going to happen. Gravity happens.
Right.
That happens. But the misconceptions that we have or hear from other people, I think this because those people are that said it at some point stop believing in themselves, right? So if I tell a man that you're not supposed to be running after 50 because you're going to mess your knees up, possibly I believe the person that said it probably had bum knees anyway. It's all about understanding your body. This is a gift from God, right? God has given us this instrument, which is our body, and how we manage it is how it's going to respond. So if you tell me that as a man over 50, I'm not supposed to be lifting heavy weights or not, those different things, you're going to bum your neck. That's something somebody fed into you.
Yeah.
It doesn't apply to me. You know what I mean? Because I
Man.
still live the lifestyle.
Yeah.
Now, there's a different blueprint. I can go and probably do some things that you probably can do because of your age and because of the way your joints are and your tissues. Of course. So you got to adjust your blueprint, but it doesn't mean I can't do it.
Right.
It doesn't mean that I don't have the abilities to do it. I just got to understand how I can do it from my age.
Ooh, that was key.
Right.
That was
so
key.
if you're running 12 miles an hour on a treadmill, I'm not going to try to do that.
Right.
But I'm going to go as fast as I can for my current abilities. Now, and time comes, maybe another 6 months, I could be doing 12 miles an hour because I'm building that resilience for it.
Yeah.
So misconceptions, don't let people feed you that stuff. Don't feed you that.
So to answer that question, the misconception is you believing in what they're telling you.
Absolutely. It goes back to that belief system.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Self-doubt, man. People putting their negative vibes into you. and you accept it. It's easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to accept it. It's easy to say, no, I'm not going to do that because I can't. No, who said you can't?
Who said you
Who
can't?
said that, man? So you need to get around people who can push you, and that's why we have OG Fit Club. That's an example.
Yes, sir.
Showing men that even at 53 years old, I still can do certain things that I was doing when I was 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm still out here doing things that I was doing in my 30s. That's gonna be me saying it. Like, listen, that was me in the future. That was my future self saying it. Yeah. Still looking good, feeling good, and moving good.
And trust me, it's not me being showing off and bragging. That's not even the goal, because I could just shut off the internet. I still do what I do. I can cut off Instagram. I'm still going to do what I do because there's so much benefit from it. But the misconceptions and all that, it's because of your surroundings and what's feeding to you. So be careful with who you're connecting with, who you're around, what you're reading, because they would slowly add those things into your life, into your brain, into your belief system, where you'll stop believing yourself. Before you know it, you're not even running. You're not even doing different things. You're doing something you just heard.
Yeah.
So ultimately, my position now is just to encourage y'all to get around people. Get around Verrty, man. Get around me.
Yeah.
Connect with us, because we're not going to allow misconceptions to stop us from moving forward.
Y'all heard that?
Get with it.
Get with it.
All right.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Especially you men, because how we think. I'm quite sure you probably. I don't have to talk too much, but I'm quite sure in your era of fitness, because I watch you. You do it all. There is, which I love.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that.
I love that because we all get caught up in that mindset. I got to go move some weight. That's a part of it. That's a tool. That's only a portion of fitness. There's also functional movement.
Yes, sir.
Because you can be so strong, but if you can't functionally move, your body will tighten up. You will see other problems in your body. You may start having back pains, hip pains, joint tightness, all the other things that come with it. So, and I watch your workouts. You do functional training. You do things in group fitness to move your body, but also you go lift some heavy weight.
Yes, sir.
And you're on the treadmill. I saw you doing a treadmill class the other day.
Yes, sir.
My man is doing it. You
Yes,
had a
sir.
whole line of people. So it's an overall perspective to have the body move the way that God designed it to be.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
I'm not doing no yoga. I'm like, come on, man. You have to.
It's beneficial, man.
You have to embrace your body.
It's beneficial.
If you live one way in fitness, more than likely you're going to cause imbalances. But we'll talk about something else.
That's a whole rabbit hole.
You can move on.
That's a whole rabbit hole.
Yeah.
But what I love about what you represent is that you show men that you can still build muscle in your late 30s,
100%.
40s,
100%.
walking into the 50s.
Yeah.
You can build muscle.
Yeah. Good muscle.
Great muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, y'all see this?
Yeah, shirt off muscle. I'm talking about shirt off muscle.
Y'all see this? Come on, man. Y'all, it's possible.
Heck yeah.
And you're a walking billboard for it. And the fact that you look like what you sell is a key point.
Yeah.
One thing that aggravates me, I'm gonna just keep it all the way real out here in this fitness industry, is that when I see trainers that don't look like trainers, even though there are some out there that do have the expertise and can, I'm not knocking y'all. I understand.
Yeah.
However, if you driving around in a Kia and you trying to tell me how good Mercedes is and you don't own one, don't try to sell me what you don't own. Don't try to sell me this dream body if you don't have this dream body. That's all I'm saying. Y'all better get with Mr. Burch over here.
Man.
You see what I'm saying? Y'all see the billboard. Y'all see what he's selling. Y'all better buy what he's selling. Y'all better buy it, I'm telling you. Because you can still look good in your 50s.
That's right, 100%.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And
yes, sir.
I agree with you. Sometimes it goes without being said, but that's a part of the fitness industry we're in. Another podcast we can have.
Man,
It's overcrowded. It's discouraging.
Because it's vain in itself. It can be.
A lot of vain in it, and a lot of people who are doing it who shouldn't be doing it.
Right.
And I don't want to go that route. I may break the internet if I start talking too much.
Hey,
you
man.
see my voice getting low.
Sometimes you got to shake them a little bit.
You know, I just want the world to have good, true examples, not somebody who just lost a few pounds and now they're expert fitness influencer. So, but you know, everyone has a story, and more power to you.
Hey. Hey, more power to you.
I'm trying to be so nice, man.
All right. Okay, cool. Let's segue real quick. So what habits to you became a non-negotiable as you got older?
As I got older, I learned how important it is to have structure. When you're younger, you willy-nilly jump in the gym, eat whatever, because your body is different, your timing is different, your energy levels are different, and you staying busy. As you get older, you don't have the lifestyle, and most of us are sitting down all day. So I realized how important it is to have structure, have a structured plan for your workouts, structured plan for your lifestyle, structured for how you're going to eat and nutrition. All that's so important because it gives you a blueprint. It gives you a process that you can follow, and through that process, then you can measure success. And then you can stack receipts. Then you can say, hey, now it's time for me to put a little more pressure up on there, or increase my levels. So I think structure. I know structure is that important, and it's what I live by.
Yeah.
Because it keeps me on beat. It keeps me on time. The rhythm of life is all about bop, 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 bop. If I miss a beat, that means something's not right in my structure. Then I can go back and revise it. So hopefully it answers the question. You get a piece of my brain, but that's how I live. I live by structure. I live by not necessarily discipline. I live by a cadence. I have my life designed a certain way so I can be successful in fitness and life. Period.
That was a unique way you you articulated that.
Yeah.
That was, you said not necessarily by discipline, but by a cadence, by a beat.
It's a plan. Yeah, by. That's how I jog. I run. I always have something beat in my brain.
Bro, music runs through that's my heartbeat,
music
brother.
Music like numbers, man. That's life.
Man.
Bits and bytes.
Yeah, that's my
life,
heartbeat.
That's system. That's computers.
Yeah, okay.
Everything has to run through a systematic approach. We can start talking about numbers, but
hey, you might compute some things. It's gonna go clean over my head. Then you'll see me over here looking like this.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I push for OG Fit Club is having a blueprint so that I provide to men, you know, through my lifestyle. Watch me online, or if you want to get some stuff from me, it's possible. But I have blueprints designed that way so you can start adding structure to your life. You know, make some adjustments so you can be successful.
So now let's talk about sleep. Let's talk about the recovery.
Yeah.
What does that look like for you? Do you average 8 hours of sleep a day? Like, how does that work for you?
It's up and down. And if you probably talk to a doctor, if you talk to my watch, you're like, hey, you're not getting now your watch pop up and say, hey, sleep score 30 to 30. I'm like, whatever, dude. You don't know me.
Right.
I feel good.
Yeah. Like,
life,
I'm really good.
Life was rolling, you know, and I went to the doctor. My numbers are good. So, you know, there again, this is the world, the system's trying to tell you what's going to work for you. Misconceptions.
Yeah.
Now you have to restore. You have to replenish. You know, as much as you give, you also have to restore, right? You know,
not to cut your wisdom. What recommendations do you have for restoring the body as far as
a lot?
Like
let's narrow.
Let's narrow it down.
Okay.
Let's say a supplement. What is a supplement that you feel helps rebuild the body and recover the body?
Let's keep it simple. Water with some salt. That's the cheapest route you should do to restore and make sure you keep your body hydrated, hands down. Then I do creatine. Creatine is my supplementation for muscles. Keep muscles healthy, keep it full of water, because that's a part of your process of building muscle. Right?
Yes, sir.
Restoration for electrolytes. You have your sodium, your potassium, things like that needed so your body can feel again hydrated.
Yes, sir.
Supplementation beyond that, I mean, it started getting to the bells and whistles, different things, as far as restoring. But the key to restoration is allow your body to heal. How can I do that? You can sleep, of course.
Yes, sir.
You can have a rest day. You can have a semi-rest day where you're doing some mobility work. Anything that allow your body time to recover, heal up, to replenish itself. That makes sense?
Yes, sir.
Because opposite of restoration or restoring is to give. And that's the gym process.
Right.
That's when you go to the gym. It's when you go work out. You're emptying yourself. You're emptying, you're giving all your energy out. Then restoration is all about replenishing that energy. Sleep, food, off your feet, massages, stretching, all those things tied into restoring.
Y'all heard this? Sleep, food, resting, massages,
Yeah.
all of that. You need it all, but everyone is different. Everyone is different. Some may need more rest days than others.
Absolutely.
That also depends on your lifestyle, your diet, what you're fueling yourself, what time you wake up, all of those things. So you have to realize what works for you. Find out what works best for you, your time, your body, your life, how many hours you need. You just explain that some days you may get a different amount of sleep than you will the next day.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, like you said, the cadence, we just keep going.
Keep going.
Because at the moment, that's just what it is at that time.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, that's just what day it is. Man, that's cool.
Yep.
That just ties back into change. Because things change.
Yeah.
Not every day is gonna be the same, But what does have to happen in that day is you do have to keep going.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You do have to keep going.
Time is going.
Yeah. And you gotta keep making those deposits.
Absolutely.
Regardless on what that day is. It was raining like crazy today.
Morning, yeah.
Did that stop you from going to the gym this morning?
No. I just avoid the potholes and the water.
Right. Probably got to drive a little different.
Pull up and crunch.
You probably pulled up probably a little 10, 15 minutes later.
Right. I was ready.
But hey.
I was ready.
It ain't stopping nothing. Man, that's one of them ones, man. It's one of them ones. Those are nuggets. Those are key nuggets. Download that. Download it.
Yep.
Download those nuggets, man. So, has there been a moment where you felt burnt out?
Heck yeah. I was going for a bodybuilding show, 2024. We're 26 now, new 26, yeah. Man, you get our ages, man. You start losing tracking time because so much information. Decided to do a bodybuilding show. I'm built. One guy said, "Hey, Don, one thing I learned about you, you are built on challenges." And I think it goes back to the structure. It's not. He thinks his challenges is me as a part of my structure process. And if I feel like I've accomplished something, I'm ready to move on to something else. 2024, I was in August. I decided to do a bodybuilding show. Got a coach. Started seeing some extreme results. I think I posted online. I mean, the coach tell me like, "Yo, Don, dude, you almost ready." And it was like a couple months in. I was getting peeled. I mean, you was seeing all the obliques. I'm 53 then, 52 then, and body was tight. Life started happening.
Yeah.
You know how they say life is lifing?
Don't do that.
Life started lifing, man. And as you get older, you start experiencing new things in life. Your parents get older, your kids get older. Different things happen out of your control, but it's part of your circle. So life started lifing. I don't want to get too much into detail.
Yeah.
So I make adjustments in November to keep on. And then life happened again. Different things in my family was starting to occur, getting close to the holidays. And before you know it, I think I told you earlier, I work for a hospital. Had to go into work one morning. And at this point, I was weighing 215. I went down from 235 to 215. So I was pretty much down to the single digits in my fat count. And the show was, I won't talk about that, but the show wasn't even close. But my mentality, and because of all those receipts, I grind.
Yeah.
It's the kind of focus I have. Anyway, got up that morning, I had to do some cardio. Took a fat burner. Start sweating. Couldn't go to the gym, so I hit the treadmill at the house. Sweating, doing my thing. Hopped downstairs, jumped in the shower, kissed wife bye, hopped in the car. That day it was cold. It was raining. Had to drive from South Dallas all the way to Plano. By the time I got there, man,
that's the opposite direction.
my whole body was full of water. Sweating. And,
Yeah.
other OGs be like, "Say, babe, I don't think something wrong with me, babe. I'm sweating." It's like, "Hey, you be good. Just get to the hospital. do your job, and come home. So I got downstairs in the MRI room. MRI rooms are always cold, extremely cold. Hospitals are extremely cold. Walked in that joint, had to hang some stuff up. My hands start shaking, start getting numb in my fingers. It's about 6:30 in the morning. Then I was like, "Hey, babe, something ain't right." I called again.
Yeah.
She's like, "Fool, look here, man. You in the hospital. Go find somebody."
You calling me
I'm like,
for?
"Yeah, you right. You right.
where you need to be already.
Hey, I appreciate that realness." So, but then I went to the manager that was there. I said, "Hey," and I couldn't get a word out. She looked at me. She said, "Hey, something's not right. Let me get you a nurse." Got me a nurse. Couldn't find my temperatures. Couldn't find my temperature. Couldn't find my pulse. She said, "This machine broke." Went to another machine. Happened again. She's like, "Let's take you to the ER real quick." By then, I'm just trembling, shaking,
Yeah.
right? Went to ER. Still couldn't find my pulse. Still couldn't find my temperature. I looked up. I'm laying in a bed. I'm still being OG, though. You know, I'm good. You know, just a little sweat, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
They ripped my shirt open. Started putting the EKGs and stuff on me, and my heart rate was like 35 beats per minute. Temperature was so extremely low.
Yeah.
Still not understanding the point my body was in, man. I was still in my own world thinking I'll be okay. Pretty much went into complete hypothermia. I was in the hospital for a full day. The problem I had was I fasted. I took a fat burner. Time passed. I haven't ate anything.
Yeah.
They got me to finally get to a normal state maybe 6 hours later. Wound me up, you know. It was a fat burn I took that triggered all of this.
Wow.
And that was that life moment where it changed everything, my perspective of fitness and what I should do at my age. It opened eyes not only for me but for family, my wife, my daughter, those who are close to me. Like, "Hey, Dad, I know you love this, but how far do you want to push this?
Right.
You know, how far do you want to take yourself to the brink of being extreme in fitness?" You know, so that was a point where life did change for me, and that was a point where I actually failed in fitness. And it took me, oh, dude, 25 hit. I was moseying around because I don't know about you, when you feel defeated and you can't get that receipt and put it in your bank, it impacted me so bad. I went from 215 in December, got back up to about 235 March. Didn't want to work out. Didn't want to go to the gym. Almost to a point where you're scared, like it's something happening to you. I had to wear a heart monitor for a while, different things like that. It was impactful. That was a struggle. I think I still suffer a little bit from that, not because of the physical part, just the belief system. But now it definitely put me back. That was 25, but now I'm pretty much clean, going strong. Life is good. Understand that certain limits for us older men, but also understand that certain things are not needed. To certain receipts are not required, to have this lifestyle and fitness. Hopefully I didn't ramble too much, man.
Bro, you cooking.
Yeah.
Bro, you cooking with hot grease, bro. I'm chilling.
Yeah.
Hey.
It jacked me up.
Bro, cook, man. You're chefing over there. Just do your thing.
It jacked me up. I definitely lost belief in who I was. And to a point where I'm like, is it even worth to have an OG Fit Club? Because it's more than just, fitness. It's a mental, emotional, spiritual life that was impacted. Not necessarily just the physical part.
That was powerful. So that moment, that scare triggered some doubt.
Yeah.
And it happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
But that's the challenge. That's the challenge of life.
Yeah.
That's just another stage. And on the last episode, talking to Jonathan.
Shout out, John.
Shout out Dallas Hill Sprints.
Yeah, Dallas Hill Sprints. I'm gonna go out there one day with y'all.
For sure. We got to do that. We got to get that in.
Yeah.
Is that moment set you back? However, it was realignment.
He preaching.
That was realignment for you.
Yes, sir.
it took you to a place that wasn't familiar for you, but it also created another awakening for you as well. It lets you know that some things aren't needed, some things, but you know this is that as we continue and grow through life, some things we have to go through to even understand what that next level is. We have to go through it. There's no amount of knowledge. There's no amount of someone talking to us. There's no amount of that we can get. We have to go through and experience that to get through the other side. Absolutely. Once you make it through the storm and you get through the other side, brother, you know what time it is?
Pure gold.
It's pure gold.
Pure gold.
It's pure gold, man.
That's where I'm at now.
Yeah.
Right now I'm back into who I was before bodybuilding.
Yes, sir.
Bodybuilding requires a certain lifestyle as far as resistance and things. That's another structure, which is good, you know, but that lifestyle does also produce things that I wasn't happy with. I don't know about you. I like to touch the back of my back. You know, I like to move. I like to be able to move my leg.
Right.
I want to get out of bed.
Mobility.
And so I'm back into this mobility lifestyle. My goal now and my goal that I preach is all about being athletic for who you are now.
Yes, sir.
How can I be athletic? How can I have energy? How can I move without stiffness? But also, how can I be strong? How can I be powerful?
Yeah.
I think all those things are so important, and you don't really get that in bodybuilding. You don't get that. You know, of course, bodybuilding is about carving yourself to look a certain
the
way.
aesthetic. You
know, creating this trophy so it can go on stage.
Right.
That's good for stage.
Not necessarily the performance.
Right. Performance, which is life.
Which is life.
Which is life, man. It's all about creating a body that can perform for you every day and not have pains and torques and stiffness and dealing with all the other things that come with certain lifestyles of bodybuilding and just strength training, period. You know, I'm not trying to bash that online, but
no, not at all. Not at all.
Our lifestyle is more lined up to be athletic than it is to be some trophy muscle person. Right?
Absolutely. What do you think is harder, building muscle or building confidence?
Confidence, belief. If you don't believe or have confidence that you can build muscle, you will never build it, hands down. Because you're gonna go in the gym and do those little 15-pound weights and expect muscles to get built. If you have no system or structure, again, that will help you build the confidence and self-belief, you will never build muscle. You will never build endurance. You won't build power because you don't have anything set up that you can follow and build yourself from. So the most important thing is self-belief and confidence.
Multiple episodes we have had on this podcast, and the key word that always pops up is belief.
Yep, it's
belief, man. What are you downloading? What are you putting into yourself? What are those deposits that you're depositing into the belief bank? You know, what are you telling yourself every day? What are you reading? What are you listening to? What are you eating? What are these things you are putting into yourself to achieve that next you, that other you, that you that you see in the future? What are you doing to achieve that person? Who is that person? What does that person look like? How does that person think? How does that person move? Operate in that. I read a quote that delusion is a form of manifestation.
That's deep.
That was cool to me.
Right.
Because you have to believe it here to a point to where it's like you may seem crazy.
Yeah.
So there is some delusion there because you don't have it yet.
Yeah.
But you have to move like you have it in order to have it.
Right.
So believing and work in operating in whatever that delusion is in your mind to create that future self, to become that future self, is a form of manifestation. Man, that was a powerful quote. I forgot who said it, but
That's
it was
true.
that
you
was.
know, when you just said it came to me like sometimes crazy is required.
Hey,
because anything seems, I guess, crazy may not be the right word, more of unusual. because what you're doing now is definitely created what you are now.
Yes, sir.
To do something unusual, which we can pick as crazy or impossible, so that's the bridge that gets you to who you want to be. So you got to accept that. You got to accept that difference, that unusual, that oddness.
What's the biggest myth that you want to kill right now in the fitness industry?
Myth. No, there's some things that are true. Like, you have to eat, but you have to be smart. I'm trying to think of a myth that I want to kill. I want to kill the myth that older men can't be a muscle. I want to kill that myth. Also, that myth that you can't squat at a certain age. I don't know what age that can be. You can't touch your knees, or you can't do certain exercises.
Yeah.
I think that's the myth thing I always approach. If you tell me that, of course we're going to age, I get it, all that happens, but you're saying that we should not do something in fitness, that in my eyes is disrespectful. And the only reason why you're saying that is I want you guys to be safe. It irks me, man.
Yeah.
Like, don't tell me what I can't do because you feel like
you place limitations on yourself.
Absolutely.
So now you're projecting.
Yeah, don't do that. Those are your beliefs.
Yeah.
Let me find out. Let me find out for myself, and let me figure out what's the best way that at my age I can do that. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you how to do it. For sure.
So do you feel so another question, do you feel cardio is underrated or overrated?
I love cardio, man.
So you're a cardio guy.
I used to box in 90. I did Golden Gloves back in 1990.
Well, I love some boxing, man. That's my language.
My first thing I did as a kid was run.
Yeah.
We all ran, but I used to specifically go out and get ready for tour days in football by running the neighborhood. So cardio has somewhat been a part of my lifestyle. But cardio is what makes the heart beat.
Yeah.
That is the rhythm of life.
That's a muscle too.
Moving, yes. That's a muscle that you're building. That's not only people approach it as burning calories, approach it as a way to trim down. Yeah, that's a part of it.
That's a byproduct, right?
But cardio is about moving muscles in a way that they should go, and to have sequence and fluidity with your body. That's what cardio is. When you go boxing, when you're jumping up and down, you're moving, you're being a kid.
Yeah.
Once you stop doing cardio in the way that a kid does, you are saying, hey, I'm getting older. Hey, I don't want to move. I don't want to roll on the ground. Sometimes you see me in the gym, people be like, what this dude's doing? I'm all on the green carpet just rolling.
Bro, I see you all the time.
That's
moving.
Important. That's important. Yeah. So all that's a part of my cardio strategy.
Yeah. Man, I have I have two members that attend my classes. Charlie and her husband John.
Yeah.
They're both in their 70s. Bro, and I'm talking about pull-ups,
really,
burpees,
do it,
monkey bars, and they have such a childlike essence about them.
That's it, man.
The way they move and just enjoy movement.
Oh, man.
Man, like seeing them. Shout out, Charlotte.
I want to meet them.
Shout out, man. Like they are a powerful couple, man. They've been married for, I think they told me like over 50 years.
Wow.
They've been married for a while.
Living their life.
Man, and they're living a dream. They move, they work out, and when I hear, I just love it when I see it.
Yeah.
Because when I hear people my age or a little older than me, or that may be in their late 40s or 50s or whatever that is, making excuses on why they can't get up and move their bodies.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't have time. I can't do that. I ain't doing all of that. That's so much. That's all it is.
That's the doubt.
All of that doubt. The enemy talking per usual.
Yeah.
They don't understand that's the enemy.
Yep.
But then I turn around and I see people like Charlotte, aka Charlie, and her husband John doing pull-ups, burpees, mountain climbers.
Like, yo.
Come on, man. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about? You can't tell me what's possible and what's not possible when I see what's possible.
Yep.
When I see you
Yeah.
in the gym, 50 plus, still building muscle, still mobile, still running, still moving weight. When I see John still running, sprinting on the track, going crazy, 6 foot plus, 50-year-old male.
He's 6 foot?
6 foot? 6 foot? 6 foot plus 50 year old male. 6 foot? 50 year old male moving. 6 foot? 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 6 foot People create a narrative in their minds and what they can and can't do.
Yeah.
Get out of your minds and stop letting that enemy attack your belief.
Yeah.
Stop letting the enemy attack that, because you are what you believe. Because one thing about the mind, I will say it once again, it does not care if you're lying or telling the truth. Whatever you tell it, it's going to believe you.
That's true.
If you think you can do it, you are right. And if you think you can't do it, you are right. So pick it.
Dig it.
Pick which one. Pick it. But a lot of times, us as humans, we tend to cling to what we don't want instead of what we do want.
Whatever's easy.
Like, why are we focusing on what we don't want? Why are we focused on it? Why are we focused on what we don't want to do? Let's focus on what we do want to do. Let's focus on that aspect of
Get
it.
it done. Yeah.
Let's just get it done. Man,
Good stuff.
man, this was good, brother.
Heck yeah, I was thinking about what you're saying. People, if you watch a lot of things online, people always talk about motivation not required, inspiration not required, just grind, which is true, discipline. But to see Charlie and his wife, that has to be inspirational. There has to be motivation behind that. That's just like a power shot. To see those people, that should get you riled up. Say, hey, that should trigger belief in you.
Man,
It should.
every time.
Absolutely. So I'm big about making sure that you keep things in perspective. Motivation should be done in a way to get you going. Not required to keep you going, just enough to see you. When I see you in the gym working out, when I saw your video, I saw one video. I guess I've been kind of ghost watching you. You've been doing some jumps.
Yeah.
I'm like, OG probably can't do that right now, right? But it inspired me and added into my bank to think, okay, I need to start adding some jumps because I like the way Verrty was doing it. I need to get my hips more mobile.
Yeah.
And it's motivation.
Yes, sir.
That's like an energy drink, man, for me.
No, yeah,
And I think that once you
Same,
keep things
brother.
in perspective, I don't want to be just like you, but I need to add that to me. So that's motivation is to see, Charlie and his wife do. I'm quite sure. I want to meet him. Say, hey.
Man. And when you see them,
Yeah.
it's such an oxymoron because me explaining them.
Yeah.
And when you see them, you're going to be like,
Oh.
It's going to be like, what is this?
Yes.
It's crazy.
Yeah, seeing you and all the other fitness people in the gyms that I connect with. I think you had, I don't want to say their names, the two young ladies doing the podcast. I think they're cyclists. And,
Cyclists.
Yeah.
Mia and Susie.
Yeah,
Big
Susie.
Mia and Susie.
I met Susie at a
D.
chiropractor one time. A year ago. And we exchanged words, and I was getting myself adjusted, and she was there for a little while. She ended up leaving. But we connected online.
Yeah.
And circle around, she's at Crunch, right?
Right.
Yeah, so it's just a small world, man.
Yeah.
And just to see them winning in life and to hear them talk, man, that's motivation for me.
Man.
That's inspiration. And to see John and all those different people, it's just making sure that who you're connected with are feeding you to keep you moving.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. Stop being around those negative folks, man. Get around people like you and other folks that's doing things.
Man, get around some positivity. Get around some love.
Yes.
Continue to pour into yourself and make those mental deposits. Get you a win every single day and understand that another day, another way. With that being said, you have gotten sturdy with Verty and my guy, Mr. Burch, man. I appreciate you for pulling up with OG Fit
100%.
and doing your thing, man. It was love. I received a lot of what you have. I receive a lot of what you are doing in the fitness industry, the love that you're sprinkling, on the Sturdy Verty podcast, just coming here, man. It was a blessing. I really appreciate you.
True.
And, man, we got to do this again, brother.
100. I enjoyed it. We got more to talk about.
With that being said, you have gotten sturdy with Verty. Holla at y'all. Also, make sure you pick up your L'Amour Fitness. Man, hop on the House of L'Amour website and get you some of this L'Amour because we are living life. We are living every moment unapologetically raw. Let's get it. Let's go. Shout out OG Fit. Shout out OG Fit Club. Shout out Dallas Hill Sprints. Shout out my boy Brother Shaw in the Alkaline Hour. Shout out Michelle Raspberry with Hurt People. Picked it up on Amazon. And also If you ain't done nothing else, make sure you pull up the ELE Studios because it gets no better than this. Peace.